How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation mid-year deal sale is running from now until July 1st, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $6, 60% off, Final Fantasy VII is a legendary, genre-defining turn-based RPG that follows Cloud Strife and the rebel group Avalanche in their fight against the corrupt Shinra Corporation and the vengeful Sephiroth. Journey across an expansive world powered by Mako energy, from the industrial sprawl of Midgar to snowy mountain peaks, ancient temples, and hidden laboratories, while forging deep bonds with unforgettable characters. It's a 92 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition is a first-person survival horror game that follows Ethan Winters as he searches for his missing wife inside the terrifying Baker Mansion. With an intense shift to immersive first-person horror, brutal encounters against the Baker family, and all DLC included like banned footage, End of Zoe, and the Not a Hero chapter starring Chris Redfield, it delivers the complete and definitive RE7 experience. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $9, 70% off, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered is a story-driven action-adventure following an assassin turned Templar during the French and Indian War. You'll hunt former allies, uncover far-reaching conspiracies, and navigate a morally complex world of shifting loyalties as you explore detailed North American environments while commanding the Morrigan in naval combat featuring enhanced weapons and dynamic sea encounters. It's a 74 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $9, 70% off, Soma is a haunting, narrative-driven sci-fi horror game from the creators of Amnesia, set in the eerie underwater facility of Pathos 2, where machines believe they're human. With the radio dead, supplies dwindling, and reality unraveling, you'll uncover unsettling secrets while exploring dark corridors, reading encrypted logs, and piecing together the mystery of what went wrong deep beneath the ocean waves. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $10, 50% off, Detroit Become Human is a cinematic narrative adventure from Quantic Dream that pushes the boundaries of interactive storytelling with stunning visuals, emotional depth, and meaningful, far-reaching choice that truly immerses players. Set in the futuristic city of Detroit in 2036, society thrives on the labor of androids until they begin to show signs of consciousness and rebellion, throwing the world into chaos and moral uncertainty. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $7, 75% off, the Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 bundle delivers 2 full HD survival horror experiences, fully remastered with all DLC included. In Revelations, step aboard a ghost ship in the Mediterranean as Jill Valentine tries to find her old partner, Chris Redfield, shortly after the events of Resident Evil 4, and navigate Claire Redfield and Barry Burton's intertwined stories in Revelations 2, set between the events of Resident Evil 5 and 6. It's a 79 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 100 hours to get both platinums. For $6, 60% off, Don't Starve Together is a challenging multiplayer survival game where you gather resources, craft gear, and fight strange creatures while enduring a harsh, unpredictable world full of danger, mystery, and ever-changing seasonal threats. Explore massive procedurally generated biomes, battle towering seasonal giants, and build bases that evolve in a fortified hub shaped by your team's creativity and chaotic emergent moments. It's a 78 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $7, 85% off, Watch Dogs 2 is an open-world action-adventure that puts you in the shoes of Marcus Holloway, a gifted hacker fighting back against a hyper-surveilled San Francisco Bay Area. Teaming up with the hacker collective DedSec, you'll use drones, hacking tools, stealth, and creative gadgets to infiltrate secure locations, manipulate CTOS 2.0 systems, and expose how corrupt corporations exploit data to control society. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $6, 75% off, Green Hell is a brutal open-world survival simulator set deep in the unforgiving Amazon rainforest, where you're stranded alone with no supplies and no way to call for help. You'll craft shelters and primitive tools from raw materials, manage hunger and sanity while battling tropical diseases and venomous wildlife, and learn realistic survival mechanics that force you to treat wounds, start fires, and adapt to the jungle's ever-present dangers. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $7, 85% off. Deus Ex Mankind Divided Deluxe Edition is a cyberpunk action RPG where players control a mechanically augmented agent navigating a world divided by prejudice, crime, and conspiracy. The Deluxe Edition includes the Season Pass, an extra in-game mission, and the Covert Agent Pack, providing additional story content, unique augmentations, and special equipment that enhance gameplay strategy and replayability. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $10, 80% off. The Little Nightmares 1 and 2 bundle is a chilling puzzle platformer collection where you guide 6 in mono through twisted, nightmarish worlds filled with grotesque enemies and haunting mysteries. Explore the Maw in the original game and uncover its secrets of the Maw DLC, then venture into the eerie Pale City in Little Nightmares 2, avoiding terrifying resonance while unraveling the dark secrets of the Signal Tower. It's an 81 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to finish both games. For $9, 70% off. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered is the definitive collection of Lara Croft's original globetrotting adventures, lovingly restored with enhanced visuals, modern controls, and all expansion content. Explore perilous tombs, ancient ruins, and mythical locations across the world as you solve intricate puzzles and uncover legendary treasures in the iconic trilogy that defined an entire era of action-adventure gaming. It's an 83 average on game rankings, average trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 110 hours to get all 3 platinums. For $7, 75% off. Far Cry Primal is an open-world action-adventure set in the Stone Age, where you play as the last survivor of a hunting party fighting to survive in the dangerous wilderness of the land of Oros. Instead of modern weapons, combat focuses on crafting primitive tools, taming fierce predators, and battling rival tribes, while navigating a harsh world ruled by mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, and other deadly prehistoric beasts. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $6, 75% off. Vanquish is a fast-paced sci-fi shooter where you play a space DARPA agent tasked with infiltrating the solar-powered colony Providence after it's taken over by a mutinous faction using destructive technology to devastate Earth's cities. You'll engage in high-octane combat against legions of futuristic foes, utilizing the experimental blade system and acrobatic maneuvers to disable the threat to humanity's survival. It's an 84 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 34% off. Deus Ex The Conspiracy is a dystopian cyberpunk action-adventure set in 2052, where terrorists, rampant disease, social unrest, and societal collapse threaten humanity while a shadowy global conspiracy rises. Navigate a world of political intrigue, high-tech augmentations, and deadly enemies as you uncover hidden agendas, infiltrate secure facilities, make morally complex choices, and shape the fate of entire nations. It's a 91 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $7, 65% off. Abzu is a serene underwater exploration adventure where players dive into a vibrant ocean world filled with life, mystery, and ancient secrets. Swim gracefully through stunning aquatic environments, interact with schools of fish that dynamically respond to your movement, and uncover hidden ruins while experiencing a relaxing, visually striking journey inspired by the creators of Journey. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $10, 75% off. Riders Republic is a massive multiplayer extreme sports playground where you can ride bikes, skis, snowboards, or wingsuits and explore an open-world sports paradise filled with chaos, competition, and tricks. Race, grind, and battle against over 20 players simultaneously across iconic U.S. national parks like Yosemite, Zion, and Bryce Canyon, customizing your character and taking on both career challenges and multiplayer events. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 55 hours to platinum. For $8, 80% off. Alien Isolation: The Collection is a chilling survival horror experience that includes the full game and 7 additional content packs, blending tense stealth gameplay with an atmosphere of relentless dread and heart-pounding suspense. You play as Amanda Ripley 15 years after the events of Alien, unraveling the truth behind her mother's disappearance while navigating a desperate, panicked world. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 80% off. Resident Evil 2 Deluxe Edition delivers the ultimate survival horror experience with the main game and extra DLC pack, including multiple costumes for Leon and Claire, the deluxe Samurai Edge Albert model weapon, and the ability to swap to the original soundtrack. Set in September 1998, Raccoon City is engulfed by a deadly virus, turning residents into flesh-eating zombies as chaos spreads rapidly across the rain-soaked streets. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $9, 65% off, Amnesia The Bunker is a first-person horror game from the creators of Soma and Amnesia, plunging you into a desolate World War I bunker armed with only one bullet and a noisy dynamo flashlight as you confront oppressive, nightmarish terrors lurking in the dark. Play as French soldier Henri Clement, scavenging scarce supplies, crafting tools, and navigating a semi-open bunker that changes with every playthrough. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $8, 60% off, Furi is a boss-focused action game where you must fight your way out of captivity by facing a series of relentless, intricately designed guardians and uncovering the dark secrets behind your imprisonment. You'll combine lightning-fast sword strikes with precise dual-stick shooting, dodging and countering in rhythmically intense encounters that demand mastery of timing, reflexes, and strategic stamina management. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $6, 80% off, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Deluxe Edition includes the main game and Season Pass content, offering the full LEGO Star Wars experience across a galaxy far, far away. Relive the epic action of the blockbuster film Star Wars The Force Awakens, retold through LEGO's clever, witty, and endlessly entertaining lens, while exploring brand new story content bridging the events between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 80% off, the Trine Ultimate Collection brings together the first 4 games in the series for a magical, physics-based 2.5D adventure experience. Join Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief as they're bound to the mysterious artifact Trine, using their unique skills to battle undead foes, traverse treacherous landscapes, and solve clever puzzles across perilous quests that span the first 4 games. It's a 79 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 60 hours to finish all 4 games. For $10, 75% off, Resident Evil Deluxe Origins Bundle delivers 2 survival horror experiences, including full HD remasters of Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0, along with the all-new Wesker mode. You'll explore tense, atmospheric environments, solve intricate puzzles, and manage scarce resources while facing relentless enemies, traps, and unexpected scares, all with options for modern or classic controls. It's an 87 average on game rankings, average trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 55 hours to get both platinums. For $9, 70% off, The Division 2 is a tactical online RPG where you join elite civilian agents to save Washington, D.C., a city transformed by storms, flooding, and chaos, while battling hostile factions and protecting society's survivors. Complete seasonal objectives, strategically specialize your agent with unique skills and mods, and team up in co-op or competitive PvP to liberate the city and rebuild settlements while uncovering new threats. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.